Dubai Autodrome was recently host to round 5 of the UAE Motorcity Sportbikes Championship. This season is turning into a real nail-biter, with guaranteed action across all the classes, and this weekend was no exception. In the non-championship 1000cc races, it was the Saudi veteran Abdulaziz bin Laden who was once again unbeatable on the day, winning both races by a decisive margin on the green BMW. Meanwhile, Alan Boyter was pitted against the newcomer to the 1000cc ranks, ex-600cc class rider Steve Blackney. Qualifying less than a second behind Boyter, Blackney looked good for a podium finish in race 1 until a fluid leak on his Kawasaki forced him to retire. This gave Damien van Blurk on the Ducati his first podium finish this season, taking 3rd place in race 1, behind Boyter in 2nd and bin Laden in 1st.
A terrible start, again. I ended up being 7th into the first corner, but had to pick my way through the 600s, I should say. Made my way up, and then to see my teammate go out with covered in oil. So after that, it was just cruise in front of the 600s and bring it home.
Meanwhile, following a quick fix in the pit lane, Steve Blackney managed to get back out for race 2 and eventually crossed the line to take 3rd place. Once again behind Alan Boyter in 2nd and Abdulaziz bin Laden in 1st. Elsewhere and in the 600cc class, there were plenty of thrills and spills. The rookie class saw a shake-up in the race results after championship contender Dominic von Polnitz was thrown from his bike midway through the race.
I had a small high side after the corner, in the left corner after the hairpin, and I did a small mistake and it fell off. Bike is fine, I'm more or less fine, it's just a small problem in the shoulder, but apart from that, everything's okay.
With the young German out of the racing, this opened the way for another impressive rider, Colin Hines. He secured 2 wins ahead of Neil Hawke and Giuseppe Maraffa. All 3 riders having their first outing on the international circuit, amongst the more experienced 600cc guys.
The race was good, got off to a really good start actually, and was happy with the way I rode today, and yeah, everything turned out well.
But it was the 600cc veterans who delivered up most action on the day. Surya Raja's weekend didn't go to plan after his Yamaha engine broke in practice. He managed to borrow a bike though, but just couldn't get to grips with it in time for qualifying. But having started 5th in class, he still managed to finish in 3rd place after taking advantage of an incident involving the class leaders. 2 other riders who also benefited were Omar Naji, who crossed the line for his best finish in 2nd place, and Rob Nicholas, who took his first win of the season. Meanwhile, having qualified first for race 1, Mahmoud Tanir was determined to take the class win this weekend. But with Joe Oxley just 1/10 of a second behind, the Lebanese rider knew he'd have a fight on his hands. And as the race got underway, the 2 riders continually swapped position at the head of the class, until Tanir tried an ambitious diving move into the last turn and took up both himself and Joe Oxley. Fortunately, both riders escaped with just minor bruising.
I don't know what's happening. It's like the bad luck just keeps getting on our back, at the moment. But anyways, I guess that's racing. It's a racing incident on turn 16, I think, on the lap number 4. I was just getting into my rhythm. It just took me a couple of laps to get into my rhythm, and then I was getting closer to Rob and Joe. And I saw an opportunity, and I overtook Joe on turn 16. And to me, it was a clean pass. But I think he didn't make too much space, and he unfortunately hit my rear tire. So I went down and he went down, which is really unfortunate for us.
The incident meant that both riders would start race 2 from the rear of the grid. As the race got underway, it was Oxley and Tanir who began an epic charge through the field. But on the day, it was Joe Oxley who had the pace and determination and eventually crossed the line to take his first ever class win.
Mahmoud passed me, so I didn't even know he was there. So he pulled 100 meters on me, and then the game was on again. So head down, we exchanged places a couple of times, and I managed to get in front and pull a bit of a gap and bring it home at first.
So another great day's racing from the UAE Motorcity Sportbikes. Make sure you don't miss the next round of the Dubai Autodrome on February 22nd.